no aircraft, just sand, ambition, and a question. Can a tiny desert city build one of the world's greatest airlines from scratch? In 1985, the answer took flight. 2 leased planes, a $10 million seed fund, and a vision fueled not by petroleum but by ambition. Today, Emirates Airlines is a titan in global aviation, but this isn't just the story of an airline, it's the story of how Dubai transformed itself into one of the world's most important crossroads. This is the success of Emirates Airlines. Before skyscrapers pierced the sky and tourists flooded luxury malls, Dubai was a port town of sand and ambition. In the mid-20th century, the Trucial States, as the UAE was then called, were little known internationally. The discovery of oil in 1966 provided some revenue, but not nearly as much as Abu Dhabi. Dubai's ruling family, led by Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum, realized early on that oil alone wouldn't secure the Emirates' future. So instead of hoarding oil profits, Dubai invested strategically. The Port Rashid, launched in the 1970s, and Jebel Ali Port, completed in 1979, became key trading arteries. A modern airport was constructed. The World Trade Center Dubai, built in 1979, stood as the tallest building in the Middle East for years. These weren't vanity projects, they were seeds. Dubai wanted to become a global entrepot, a bridge between continents. By the mid-1980s, Dubai's plans faced a challenge. Gulf Air, then the primary carrier serving the region, began reducing its services to and from Dubai, focusing on other hubs. The Dubai government decided, if others won't support our vision, we will. In March 1985, the government asked Maurice Flanagan, then managing director of DNATA, Dubai's air services company, to prepare a plan for a new airline. With only $10 million in funding and zero promise of further subsidies, Flanagan, a former RAF pilot and British Airways executive, assembled a core team. The airline leased a Boeing 737 and an Airbus A300 from Pakistan International Airlines, who also provided technical and operational support in the early days. Emirates Airlines took its maiden flight on October 25, 1985, from Dubai to Karachi. The name Emirates itself reflected ambition. Not just a city, but a federation. It wasn't just about connecting Dubai to the world. It was about positioning the UAE on the global map. One of the greatest assets Emirates inherited was geography. Dubai lies within an 8-hour flight of 80% of the world's population. This meant Emirates could offer one-stop connections between cities like London and Sydney, Johannesburg and Beijing, or New York and Delhi. While most airlines focused on flying point-to-point within continents, Emirates focused on becoming a global connector. By turning Dubai into a transit hub, Emirates exploited a strategic vacuum. Major European carriers couldn't offer eastward reach, while Asian airlines struggled with transcontinental routes to the west. Emirates filled this gap. This model, called the hub-and-spoke strategy, is used by airlines like Delta and Lufthansa, but Emirates perfected it on a global scale. Emirates' early growth was guided by commercial principles, not subsidies. The Dubai government owned the airline but didn't run it. There was no political interference, no blanket bailouts, and no tolerance for inefficiency. Emirates would be run as a self-sustaining, profit-making business. One striking example of its cost discipline was its aircraft utilization rate. Emirates kept its planes flying more hours per day than many rivals, generating more revenue per aircraft. It streamlined crew operations, reduced turnaround times, and avoided union-heavy structures common in legacy carriers. The airline also benefited from Dubai's pro-business environment. No corporate taxes, modern infrastructure, and a centralized airport authority that worked in sync with the airline. As the Saudi Journal of Business notes, Emirates achieved one of the lowest cost-per-seat-mile metrics among global full-service carriers, without compromising on service quality. It's one of the airline industry's best-kept secrets, and perhaps Emirates' most underrated strategic move. While competitors were vulnerable to oil shocks, Emirates flipped the game. They didn't just buy fuel, they bought control over one of their biggest costs. Here's the nuance. In an industry where fuel costs can make up 30 to 40% of total operating expenses, any spike in crude oil prices can crash profitability overnight. Most airlines treat fuel as a volatile variable cost, exposing them to market swings. But Emirates, starting in the early 2000s, decided to lock in oil prices years in advance, even if it meant paying a premium compared to spot prices. Why would a company willingly pay more? Because stability was worth the premium. By converting their variable fuel cost into a predictable fixed cost, Emirates could plan with certainty, price tickets more confidently, and continue expanding routes, even when other airlines were cutting back. This strategy paid off especially during periods like the 2008 global financial crisis, when oil briefly touched $147 a barrel. And from 2011 to 2014, when geopolitical tensions spiked fuel prices, while American and European airlines scrambled to adjust fares, hedge losses, or even cancel routes, Emirates stayed the course, protected by their locked-in fuel prices. According to industry insiders cited in Times Aerospace, this fuel pricing model gave Emirates a competitive edge worth billions over the long term. It was a textbook case of turning risk into strength, playing offense while others were stuck on defense. While competitors dithered, Emirates made massive bets. In the early 2000s, it placed a record-breaking order for 45 Airbus A380s, later expanding the order to 123 aircraft. This made Emirates the world's largest operator of A380s. Why go so big? Because the A380, a double-decker, wide-body, long-range plane, was perfect for the high-density, long-haul routes that made up Emirates' network. It allowed for more passengers per flight, more comfort, and more profitability out of congested airport slots. Moreover, Emirates chose to operate an all-wide-body fleet, primarily Boeing 777s and Airbus A380s. This reduced maintenance costs, simplified crew training, and gave passengers a consistent experience. By 2016, Emirates had become the world's largest international airline, flying over 56 million passengers that year alone. Unlike many government-owned airlines, Emirates was granted full operational autonomy. The government set the vision, but let professionals run the business. This meant Emirates could make long-term investments, enter new markets quickly, and react to economic shocks nimbly. It published transparent annual reports, reinvested profits, and avoided political appointees. During the 2008 global financial crisis, while Western carriers slashed routes and staff, Emirates expanded aggressively, adding new cities and recruiting pilots. The model worked. According to a study by Times Aerospace, by the 2010s, Emirates contributed over 25% to Dubai's GDP, directly and indirectly. Emirates understood early that branding wasn't just about logos, it was about experience. From the beginning, it aimed to offer premium service, even in economy class. Its award-winning ICE entertainment system offered 4,000-plus channels. Its business and first-class suites featured minibars, privacy doors, and even in-flight showers on the A380. The airline sponsored global sporting icons: Arsenal FC, Real Madrid, AC Milan, the ICC Cricket World Cup, and more, giving the brand visibility in every corner of the world. One particularly daring campaign involved a stunt woman dressed as an Emirates flight attendant standing on top of the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building. This wasn't just advertising, it was storytelling. Emirates Rise wasn't without turbulence. In 2010, major US and European airlines accused Emirates of receiving hidden subsidies, distorting competition, and overexpanding. Emirates countered by publishing detailed financials and pointing to its profits and audited books. During the COVID-19 pandemic, global aviation came to a halt. Emirates grounded its fleet and saw revenues fall sharply. But Dubai's government provided a one-time capital injection of $3.1 billion, helping Emirates survive. By 2023, Emirates had returned to full profitability, flying over 51 million passengers, restoring most of its routes and turning in one of its strongest financial performances ever. Today, Emirates is not just an airline, it's a pillar of Dubai's economy and a symbol of what bold strategy and execution can achieve. Its parent company, the Emirates Group, now includes airport services, cargo operations, engineering, and tourism promotion arms. Emirates is also investing in sustainable aviation fuel, biometric boarding, and AI-based customer experiences. As Dubai plans its 2040 urban master plan, Emirates remains central, helping bring 40 million plus tourists a year and connecting global businesses to the UAE. From 2 leased jets to a sky-spanning empire, Emirates Airlines is a masterclass in turning ambition into altitude. Thank you for watching Tales of History. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future episodes.